Drying herbs can make it last a long time and you can use it year round. But do you know if you do it in the wrong way, you can lose up to 50% of the active compounds, the good stuff, including essential oil, the polyphenols, the medicinal compounds, antioxidants. So in this video, I'm going to show you the 4 economical ways you can do drying the herbs, and there are the factors you're going to be careful so you can take a good benefits from the herbs and for your year-round use. Hello everyone, this is Dr. Leo at Lee Time. If you are interested in knowing benefits of herbs and how to make different kinds of herb extract, including the hydrosol, essential oil, and infused oil, infused vinegar, the ways of your extracting herbs and what are the difference in these different ways and what benefits you can take by using a different extraction methods. This is the channel for you. So this video will talk about the drying methods of the herbs, because during the drying we're losing the moistures, so the herb can last longer time, so you have a better shelf life. We also in the summer we harvest a lot of herbs, but we cannot use them all. Then we can dry it and keep it for the winter to use. However, so the drying process, it has a big impact on the quality of the final product of the dry herbs. If you do it wrong, you can lose up to 50% of the active compounds, including the essential oil, polyphenols, the medicinal compounds, and antioxidants. In this way, I'm going to show you the 4 economical ways. You don't need fancy equipment, and you can just use either no equipment or just some kitchen equipment for the drying. But if you know how to use it correctly, then you can take a good benefits of your herbs. The first group of methods is air drying. You can have either the sun dry or the shade drying. The difference is the sun dry can make it quick. You can hang the herbs under the sun, and that high temperature from the sun can help the baking process faster. So for that process, it will only take you from 1 to 3 days based on the material, how thick it is and how condensed it is. For normal like leaf materials or flowers, it may just take 1 or 2 days under the sunlight. And the second one is the shade. So you hang the material in the shade, and of course you got to do the ventilation, because in the confined area you want to make sure the air can blow away and to avoid the mold growth. And because of the lower temperature in the shade drying process, it takes longer time, from 3 to 7 days. So what is the difference between the sun drying and the shade drying? It causes a lot of difference in the quality of the dried herbs. So with the sun drying process, it loses a lot of essential oil and even cause the degradation of the polyphenols, because the UV lights from the sun, it can degrade, it can break down chlorophyll and other the photosensitive chemicals, and the high temperature, especially local high temperature on the top surface, it can cause the damage on the material. So those are the bad effects on the herbs, and the research found that the shade drying has much higher the essential compounds left in the dry material. So the shade drying has a better quality, but you make sure have a good ventilation, because in the shade area the air circulation is become very important to keep the herb fresh. Next, let's talk about the oven or hot air drying. Oven and hot air drying has no impact from the weather. Even like a rainy day, cloudy day, the sun drying, the air drying process will be impact. But because we're using the equipment, the oven or just herb dryer, it has no impact. We can just do whatever we want, whenever we want. But there are a few things very important. The temperature is critical. So you can use conventional oven or just like a herb dryer. The temperature has a big impact on the loss of the medicinal compounds. So by increasing the temperature from the 40 degrees Celsius to 70 degrees Celsius, the research found they're losing up to 50% of essential oil, and you're losing 15 to 50% of the polyphenols and losing 20 to 60% of the antioxidants. Those are a huge amount of loss due to the impact from the temperature. So when we are using the oven and hot air the drying, make sure you choose the right temperature from 35 to 50 degrees Celsius. It can make drying process faster, it can finish within a few hours. But if you go over like 70 degrees Celsius, take less time, but you are losing the good chemicals in the herb. So this is very important. Now I have to talk about the air drying or oven drying. Those are perfect for the small quantity of the herb drying process. If you have a herb farm or you grow many herbs in a large gardens, the last method is I want to introduce to you that is called an indirect sunlight drying process. So what it does is it has the black panel. It collects the heat from the sunlight, and then use air to blow underneath the collector, and then they use hot air to go into the chamber with the herbs spread in the layer structure, and then the hot air will go through the herbs and then exhaust on the top. So this process is a pretty like a two-module process. One is the heat collecting system with air blower, and the second is the herb drying stack. So research found that this way is very efficient in drying the herbs. Not only save energy because they're using mostly the heat from the sun. The heating process takes a lot of energy rather than the fan, the blow airs, but also because they manage the temperature, it's perfect for drying the herbs without degrading its properties. So that's the benefits of its whole setup, and you can just make the one for yourself if you have a large farm or the large gardens. So now I talk about these 4 different methods, and you can see it's the comparison between the duration of the different drying methods and how easy you can manage it, and what are the quality of the dry herbs you made by using a different methods. So why this matter? Because drying process is not only just wanna remove the moisture from the herb, we want a good quality of it. So that including it's a loss of the essential oil during the process, and the degradation and the loss of the medicinal compounds, including polyphenols, antioxidants. Those are our objectives for the good quality of the dry herbs. Okay, thank you for watching. If you have interest, want to know more about how to build up the indirect sunlight drying the unit, please let me know, and also tell me how you dry your herbs and how you like or how you learn from your drying process. Thank you for watching. This is Dr. Leo. See you next time.